youngest nigga reppin' my God, oh my God. If I die, I'm a legend. Oh my God, if I die, I'm a legend.
Hey guys, Crazy T3 here. Today I wanted to bring attention to thefts. Lately we've been having a lot of motorcycle thefts, a lot of ATV thefts, a lot of boats being stolen out of people's yards. Stuff's kind of getting old, getting tired of it, getting tired of hearing it. What I'm getting more tired of finding these people that are willing to spend $15,000 for a bike, $25,000 for a boat, $10,000 for a four-wheeler, but they can't take the time to spend $400, $300, sometimes $250 for a device such as this. Luckily, I've been able to reach out to a company called SkyPatrol. SkyPatrol is a GPS tracking company. They make devices for fleet vehicles, for residential, for your car plugs into your OBD2 sensor. They make devices such as these, what we're going to talk about today, an asset tracker. What I have is the ST7200. The guys over there were able to get a asset tracker out to me to product test, to go over, to do some reviews, get some first-hand information on it, so I can turn around and tell you guys what I found with this device, pros, cons, which there aren't very many, and just a lot of information that hopefully will reach to you and make you all see what spending a few extra dollars on your prized possession. People got motorcycles, ATVs. You can't see the ATV, but they take pride in what you purchase. You guys work hard for your money, and I want to make sure that you guys keep your stuff safe and educate you on options to help you do this. Again, SkyPatrol, they offer a device called an ST7200. It's an asset tracker. It's waterproof. It's a sealed unit. It's very simple to wire. It comes with a fused wiring harness. Here's the fused wiring harness. Just a small little 10 amp fuse. I believe it comes with a 2.5. Either way, it's got a fuse on it, so you gotta worry about it shorting out your bike. You gotta spend a lot of money on those, so we don't want any issues. The wiring harness, wow, looks like a lot. To be honest with you, you need 3 simple wires. These 3 wires right here are all it takes to get wired to your bike. These other wires right now aren't needed. They're for future options. They're for extra features, different devices you can add on to your tracker in order to help prevent theft. What we're going to do is take this, put it on a motorcycle, try it out for a while. After it's been about 2 months now, I love it. The device itself is a web-based setup. It uses satellite as well as cell phone towers, so it's got pretty good coverage anywhere you go, whether it's through a tunnel, through a mountain. We went out to Tennessee through Deals Gap, and I had it while we were there, and it worked there. Unfortunately, my phone didn't have service, so I didn't get the alerts to my phone right away. But when I got back, I seen all the multiple emails showing that the device has moved and everything, which, if anybody's been there, they can tell you that the cell phone service is not very good up there. So in order to see all those movement alerts and be able to track my progress through the mountain, through the different times that I went, it was nice to be able to see all that and see that the device is able to reach those capabilities. It gives me more confidence knowing that the bike can be tracked, the asset can be tracked anywhere you go. Pretty much anywhere you can go. The only issue I think I found was inside of a warehouse. Inside of the warehouse, it kind of hit and go. It told me it went to the warehouse, but then once it was in the warehouse, I didn't have any service. But just like any device that has an antenna built into it, it needs some type of range in order to find it. The good news about this is with it being a GPS and a phone and running off of phone towers, the chances of losing signal is very slim. And if you get to the point where you do lose a signal, it's probably going to be because that's where the vehicle or the asset is located. The only thing I didn't like about this company is at this time they do not offer like a phone app. A lot of people want to use their phone to see what's going on, see what to do quick searches. Unfortunately, they don't have that yet. It's still in beta. They are working on it, so eventually they will have that. What was good, everything good about this product so far, very discreet, very small, about the size of a roll of electrical tape, about the same thickness, about a 1 inch thick. It's about the size of a credit card for overall dimensions. What's really nice about that is being able to put it on the bike in different locations made it so much easier because of the size. A lot of these devices you buy like off of eBay, the Chinese brands, they're pretty large devices. Even motorcycle alarm systems. What's nice about those is they're loud. You can hear them, but there's no way to track them. So I mean, there's a few companies such as Viper that do offer something like that. But then you're talking in $700-800 ranges. It adds up pretty quick, and monthly service charges and everything else like that. So this device, for the price and for what it does, I was very impressed with it. The other good thing is when mounting it, the only thing it says is to have direct view of the sky. The good news with that was, although you can't really have direct view of sky when on a motorcycle, anywhere I put it, whether it been tanks, tails, under exhaust, anywhere on the bike, almost no matter where I put it, actually no matter where I put it, I always was able to receive a signal. That was very happy for me. That made me feel, hey, great, good, and I got to worry about somebody stealing my bike or knocking it over or seeing it. So it gave me plenty of different places to put it. The other good thing is it's a black device with no markings on it for the most part. It's got a serial tag on it. That's really about it. It just tells you the serial number, which you'll need for activation. But other than that, there's not very much to it. So putting it on a bike, and these thieves, they're not going to know what it is. If you hide it right and you are pretty good with what you do, if not, I mean, there's plenty of install techs that can do it for you. But it makes it easy for the average person, like us, to be able to put this on a bike somewhere and not have to say, oh, hey, look, I took this extra time to hide it and somebody finds it right away. Another good thing about this device is it does have a backup battery in it. It's a built-in battery. I think their paperwork showed that it will last up to 3 months. I pulled it off. I've had it off. I had it on the device for, again, about 2 or 3 days straight, and then pulled it off to test battery life. I was able to continue watching it, continue monitoring the tracking on it, and it did continue to show tracking. And it lasted a solid 30 days and still had well over 10 volts left on the backup battery, which was nice. So that tells me that it will last for a while. Unfortunately, I haven't had it long enough to do a complete test till it's dead, but we're still working on that. We'll keep it posted when time comes and do an update in the description. I won't do another video, but I'll do an update in the description. Another good thing about this device that I like is their website. When you sign on to them, you use a third-party sign-on, and it basically pops up Google Maps. What's good about that is it shows not only a regular platform, but if you're familiar with Google Maps, it pulls up Google Earth, which will show you more of what is in that area, not just a plain view of a location with a random address. This to me was important because if you use your cell phone as a day-to-day, use it for your GPS or whatnot, you are very familiar with this platform, with this setup. Another good thing about this device that I liked is you can set up geofencing. Geofencing is a designated area which you're allowing the device to operate within. When it leaves that area, it was going to send you a update. It's going to send you an email notification or a cell phone notification through text messaging with a clickable link on there that will take you to your Google Maps and show you exactly where it is at that point in time that it was registered and sent to you. Now you do have to set that up, but it's very easy. It's very easy to do, and what's awesome is if you have any problems when setting this up, you contact their tech support. Super easy, super friendly people. They're very excited to help you out, and they even give you more information than some more information than what you need to get it set up. But they tell you what you need to do. The instructions as well also tell you a lot of information that you get with the device. On their website, like I said, you can do geofencing. You set multiple geofences up. You can't just do 1 or 2. You can do as many as you want to, which is nice. So like I set one up for my home, my work, my family's houses, and then random sections throughout the state that I would want to know if my bike passed, because obviously if the bike is traveling north going toward Georgia, I'm not on my bike, I'm going to know that, hey, there's something going on. Which is really nice. Again, when I talked about the backup battery, it just popped up in my head that somebody cut your battery. A lot of times these guys will take these motorcycles and throw them in the bed of a truck, throw them in a trailer, lock the trailer. You'll still get a service. You'll still also, if they cut your battery, you're still going to have the backup battery on the device. So that's also something a key feature I wanted to point out. Back to the website. Another good thing that you can do is set up maintenance reminders. Unfortunately, it doesn't do mileage unless you actually have the device that plugs into a OBD2 sensor, or an OBD2 plug, I apologize. But with this, with what you can set up now, you can set up by hours. So I have mine set up so after so many days, I want to be notified to remind me to change my oil. I'm pretty keen about it, changing all my stuff and maintaining all my vehicles. So it's routine for me to do this. But to be able to have the access to have a reminder set up without going through my, going through my phone and all that stuff and hoping I set it up right. Getting it all on there, click a few buttons, click your time, click how many days in between your intervals that you want to go, and it sends you updates all the time. Let you know, hey, you've been driven this, this many hours. The vehicle's been on for this many hours. Time to change your oil, time to change your air filter, time to change spark plugs, do a tune-up. Having options like that to be set up is very nice. Reminders. Again, the device, like I said, I like how small it is. I like that it's waterproof. I ain't gotta worry about washing my bike and oh no, I got my device wet, so it's short out. Nothing like that. It's waterproof for the most part. You submerge it in water for a long period of time, it's gonna slowly get into there and set it off. But we're talking a while. I stuck it in a 5-gallon bucket of water, left it in there for 15 minutes, still worked no problems. I did mention that the setup for text message alerts. Text message alerts I like because they have a couple different features on there. The alerts start with your geofencing. You can also set up tow mode. If the bike is towed, it will alert you as well as every time it moves and how far it goes and where its last location is. There's another thing on there that I've learned how to use and I do like. It's called breadcrumbing. Breadcrumbing is just that. It's dropping little crumbs. So every so often it's gonna, while your vehicle's on or while your vehicle's moving, it's gonna keep tracking. It's not 100% accurate on time, so it doesn't do every second, but about every minute and a half it does an update and allows you to see the new location, which means that's not bad because you're only a minute behind. It shows you speed, it shows you battery voltage, and it shows you direction of travel. But the breadcrumbing will do a complete track from the key on, whether the key is on or the vehicle's moving without the key on. So for people like me that go out with some Sunday riders, I like to go where these guys go. I like to learn these trails. Unfortunately, I'm not 100% comfortable like these guys are with these trails. So being able to go on this website, pull up all my tracking, and save that onto my phone, which allows me to go back using Google Maps and refollow those footsteps, gives me an opportunity to learn new areas, gives me an opportunity to learn new routes, and take my time and my comfort level to ride these trails that these other guys are riding at top speed and having all kinds of fun. And, we're enjoying it, but you want to be able to do it at your speed and your safety. So that breadcrumb feature is nice. Also, in case of a theft, that is very nice for you to have. It will tell you from the time it moved originally until the time it stopped and how long it's been stopped at that same location. Again, this gives you a little bit of time to get caught up on it if something does happen, if someone does steal your motorcycle or your asset in general. It gives you some time to catch up, and then it gives you a trail that you can say, hey, 911, my bike's been stolen, my scooter's been stolen, my ATV's been stolen. Here's the last location it just recently stopped at XYZ time. I'm going there now. I want an officer there with me, or however your county does thefts. Let's hope no one else perhaps has that issue, but for now, let's all take a chance and get on SkyPatrol.com and check out their devices. I'm going to see if we can get a group buy set up. I'm going to talk to my contacts over there and see what we can do on some pricing. I'll post a description and the link as well as my email in the link. So if anybody's interested or would like to learn some more information that maybe I didn't cover, maybe you have some questions that's not really covered in this video but you'd like to know more, or you just want to check up on the progress on it, see if anything's changed from the time that we upload this video till the time you're communicating with me on things such as the application for the phone or different features I may not like now or may do like, or stuff they change, because they do constantly do updates on their system just to keep things fresh, keep things updated. So that's also nice. But get with me, see what we can do. Let's everybody take a proactive step into stopping theft, and let's take a proactive step into securing our assets with Sky Patrol. Thanks, guys.